Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay, and that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
No. Jack, Patriot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because, you know...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns out now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And his pass incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And Tavecchio pulls it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. 31. And there. Going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. They go play action. Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer. Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, here we go.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone. And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And the Ravens taking the field. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Check 26. Check 26. Hot.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be... First and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line.
Green,
Second and
39.
goal.
Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Set.
A give. This is Chubb. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gordon. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Detroit! Detroit!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're going to go for this same. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns were able to come up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning...
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game...
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 70 yards. And the Ravens add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Mayfield now from the 50. And his throw here is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mayfield to throw it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up the defensive touchdown.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up at a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCarthy. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And he's got room. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Green 39! Green 39!
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.